built for going now. It's an all-terrain vehicle with extreme mobility. It propels on all 4 tracks, and it has built-in differentials and everything else. And engine, Allison, transmission, and a Cummins diesel engine at 285 horsepower, and it's very easy to drive. It's a protected variant, but we have the same basic setup for the unprotected, with the only difference is the cabin. As you now can see, we will go up quite a steep slope. 60% is equal to around in between 31 and 32 degrees. But the fine thing is you can go up, you can go sideways, and you can then go down without any risk of going over, as long as you don't have any dynamic forces wanted to go over. This vehicle is also able to keep quite high speed on bad gravel roads due to the weight, the design of the suspension, and the steering device, which is located between the cars. So this is articulated steering. Top speed 65 kilometers an hour. And of course it's also fully amphibious. So it swims with 4 to 6 kilometers an hour depending on the water and the current. When it now comes approach us, it will do a full 360 and you can see the turning radius. Then we will use the tilting functions to reduce this turning radius to almost 50%, but that's dependent on what kind of slippery surfaces and if you have full traction or not. But we will see in the snow how successful we are. Slippery as you see, but now he starts to use the tilt function. And now you see how it reduces. This function is initially to balance the vehicle when it swims, so that you can lift and tilt to have the vehicle as even as possible. And then you also can lock it hydraulically, because you can see it, you can also tilt it the other way. So this is to balance the vehicle. If you are a skilled driver, you've got the feeling of the vehicle, knowing what you do, you can also use this function to improve your hill climbing capabilities, your trenching or your turning.
And the similar the systems of the CV9, when they stop dot deep the front for the suspension, have an active suspension.
Yes, and you will see that. But it's not an active suspension in this sense, but you will see the function. As we told you, 3 people in the front car normally. The 4th position is communication and battle management gear, and then you have the rest of the squad in the rear car, and you see the boxes on the roof for equipment, and there is 2 big roof hatches for emergency escape, and you can also have a ring mount remote weapon station, every kind of weapon system you want on the front car. And on the rear car you have a C-rail for your machine gun, so you can protect the rear.
And one thing important here is not can show, but this vehicle is an amphibious too.
Yes, fully amphibious. So you can see the small yellow labels on the side, approximately 1.7 meters above the ground. You see them?
Yeah.
That's the water level you should have when you're fully on your full weight going into water. And it takes like 5 minutes of preparation, and then you can go into the water.
Perfect.
It can also be airlifted, of course. With a big helicopter, you lift it as one piece. And if you don't have a very big helicopter, you can easily, by the crew, separate it in two and lift the front car, the rear car and the crew separately.
Okay.
So this is the BsV10.